You probably once faced the situation where you wanted to find something in a list and you saw this predicate and you didn't really know what to do. So let's go through some ways you can find stuff in a list. Okay, so I added a class character. It has a constructor, pretty simple one, and a name and level. Then I instantiated the list here and added 3 characters, level 1, level 2, and level 3. Okay, and let's say we want to find the character with level 3. So here we are going to use the characters.find, and this is the first way of getting that character. This is a Lambda expression. It's a shorthand way of writing a method. It's a anonymous method or anonymous function because you're not writing a function. You gave it a name, so it is not anonymous. This one has a name, so it is a anonymous function or anonymous method. So a Lambda expression is a shorthand way of writing that. It's pretty good, but there are limitations since it's a single line of code. What if you have more logic? If you have more logic, then you need to go a step further and use the delegate way. So let's see it. So this is the way you can find something using a delegate. So delegate, you say what kind of parameter it's going to get and the return. And this different than the one with Lambda, you can add more logic here and have a more complex one. Okay, but what if you need to go a step further, if you want something that you can reuse? Because if you're going to find multiple things, you're going to have to copy and paste this. And usually if you're copying and pasting things, usually there's a better way of doing it. Okay, so let's see how that works. For this one, we are going to properly write a method. This is no longer anonymous since it has a name. We added it here. And now we are actually using the predicate that you can see when you mouse over the .find. So it's pretty much the same as this, but now you're properly writing a method and you can add the method instead of writing it every time. Of course, if you're going to use only once, then you might as well use this. Okay, sure, I get the lambda, I get the delegate, I get but this predicate is, well, what is this? Where is this coming from? Oh, by the way, forgot this. The predicate, you need to add the using system or write this, same thing. Okay, predicate is a delegate. It's the same thing, but it's a delegate that is already packed together with C#. So you can understand it a little better, let's write our own. Okay, so I added here public delegate bool predicate something character. So when you make a delegate like this, first you need to create, it works like a class when you're creating a class. It is green. It is green, you're making something that will be recognized as a type. And then you can create the class here, predicate something, and then you add the is level 3. And here, then you can use the find. We could use the predicate something, but unfortunately, the way the code was written, it will only accept the predicate, even though it's the same thing. But let's check what the predicate is. I'll look at here. It is the same thing, but it receives a generic instead of receiving a character. So we can cast from the predicate something to the default predicate. And that was it for today. If you liked, please remember to like and subscribe.